I haven't done an episode for solo Logi in a while, and some of you have been asking if it's coming back. I think I can count this as a solo Logi episode. I've really been enjoying island life since the war started. I feel like I've been on some sort of mini Foxhole vacation. For those of you that aren't familiar with my solo Logi series, it's the series that I first started doing with Foxhole content creation. During each episode, I would explain my thought process on why I was doing a certain task and how a solo Logi player could do this task and help the war effort. So you might ask why I'm not doing like the MPF, the mass production factory. I usually only do that when I'm working with regiments or in the middle or late war, because in early war I usually like to have those slots for regiments, so I don't want to be a solo player just taking up a random slot in the factory. I had two goals with this solo Logi series. My first goal was to show that solo Logi players can make a difference, and that you don't have to be in a large clan or regiment to help your faction. And my second goal was to show all the different tasks that a Logi player can do to keep busy. New players today still don't know how to create their own objectives and missions in the game, which normally causes players to quit. With the solo Logi series, I try and teach new players what they can do and what objectives they can create for themselves. Alright, we finished the crafting session. Now we got the flatbed next to this refinery. It was nicely parked right here, so I didn't have to go to the seaport or do anything like that. So we are going to go from Fisherman's Row here over to the gallows and gather these bee mats up. And then we are going to take them to Blemish. This looks like a one-way trip that I'm not bringing the flatbed back for. If you plan to go back and watch some of these solo Logi episodes, I will tell you my mic is terrible at the start of this series.
If you're thinking, Rob, this looks so boring. Why would you ever do this? Then you are not a Logi bro, unfortunately. This guy's trying to run me over. But you are not a Logi bro. And you should probably watch other Foxhole videos that are probably more exciting.
I had terrible settings, so I apologize, but there's still some good information if you want to learn how to play solo Logi. With this new Naval update, I found that I love solo Logi even more on these islands. There are 4 islands where you can do solo Logi easily, and I feel like it's a great place to learn how to do Logi. The Conclave, I Saw a Bear Island, the Old Captain, Alcohol Estate. Even though there's a warning to new players to skip the islands, I would ignore this, honestly. I get why they put it there, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to do solo Logi on these islands. Islands are the perfect place to come and train new Logi players. Here's the simple Logi loop you can do at the Conclave. Gather salvage from here, take it to the refinery over here, then take your B mats or E mats up to the factory, and then deliver what you crafted to your stockpile at the seaport. This simple loop can be done on the other 3 islands as well. With this simple loop, I was able to help the early war attacks by getting a lot of mammons and rifles produced at the factory. I made a lot of barge runs to supply other islands and for the Silver Island assault. It was an easy way for me to farm commends to give to other players, and honestly an easy way for me to get commends to rank up as well. Island life can be peaceful until tourists come around. Sometimes you gotta clean up after the tourists that come to the island. If you decide you want to take a vacation from the mainland and come to one of the islands, please leave it the way you found it, if not better. I like to keep our island travelers happy. It's important that we keep our fuel tanks full. Not only is it important to keep our fuel tanks full, but it's important that we continue to supply our gunboats to keep our islands safe. One of the most important tasks that you can do as a solo Logi player is to make wrenches. Wrenches win wars. If you see that there are no wrenches in your main spawn, make sure you make 75 of them and put them in your spawn. Other solo Logi players and your future self will thank you. These are just a few tasks that you can enjoy on the island. It's very easy to get to know the roads, the buildings, and the native players. The island life feels all warm and cozy. Kinda feels like when I was doing island life on Anvil Empires. Alright, we have made it to the island. Let's take a look around. So far there's a few trees. I haven't noticed any players or anything like that. So I think I'm going to have the island to myself, it looks like. A lot of rock heads here. Looks like a lot of rocks for cover as well. I won't need a wall over here to cover this probably. But I liked this little island. It had a lot of unique features to it, and I actually liked being the only person on it. I wasn't bothered really by anybody. Soon I will be supplying battleships and base ships as well. I'll be working with a few different clans and regiments throughout this war. Overall, island life has been amazing. It makes me think that when you're on a holiday, sometimes you just can't find the words to say. And all the things that come to you, we all just want to feel them too. On this island in the sun, I'll be making BMATs and having fun. And it makes me feel so fine I can't control my brain. Hip. I swear if I get a copyright claim for that. If anyone can do a mod with a Hawaiian shirt, that would be amazing. I don't think I would ever leave island life. If you ever find yourself getting stressed out with the mainland and all the drama that's going on, come to the island. Honestly, doing Logi work has never felt so relaxing. Take a break from the front line, put your flip-flops on, and come enjoy this relaxing atmosphere. This October and November is a very busy time for my real life job, so I apologize for the lack of content coming out. More Foxhole content should be coming out more frequently after Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people out there like this solo Logi series. I want to thank all of you for the kind words that you have said about the series. For those of you that have watched it, I need your help. How should I bring this series back? Do I keep the same format as the other episodes? Let me know what you like about it and what you don't like about it in the comments if you can, please. Feel free to be as honest as you want. I just need some constructive feedback. Thank you as always for watching and for your support. Make sure to subscribe for more Foxhole content. Come join me for island life at the Conclave sometime. Feel free to shoot me a message in Discord. Cheers.